can't.
It's taped.
So we can stop if something happens or something?
Well, nothing's going to happen.
Okay.
Just keep going.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just keep going, basically.
You're on Wednesday, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. What? It's at
Yep.
6 p.m.?
Yep, tomorrow night at 6 p.m. you'll be on.
Probably multiple times. You ready?
Yes. Steve?
My name is Jeffrey Davis. Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. A little joking going on here in the studios. Our next guest, an entrepreneur, Keith Loris from Sales Renewal Corporation. Welcome, Keith.
Good morning, Jeffrey.
Okay. Hello. Now, you have a unique service that you offer in terms of the sales renewal, correct?
We do.
Can you describe that for us?
Sure. Sales Renewal is a marketing and sales general contractor that grows our clients' sales while sharing the risk and reward. There really are two truly unique things about us. The first one is our breadth, okay, and that kind of gets into the general contractor idea. We're not a narrow silo. I mean, marketing today is a series of very narrow silos like advertising or website development or search engine optimization or direct
More
mail.
vertical, right.
Right. Instead, we're a general contractor that can assemble and manage all the strategic sales and marketing and technology expertise your specific business needs to grow.
So you're a sales and marketing sort of director.
Right.
Putting in the infrastructure.
That's correct. The second unique thing about us is we have a shared risk reward business model. We actually call this thing JointSourcing, the JointSourcing solution, and that's a contraction of joint venture and outsourcing, and they're really both aspects in our business. So the general contractor is essentially the outsourcing part of the thing, right? But instead of hiring just one website developer or an advertising firm or somebody to generate traffic to that website, we are soup to nuts responsible. One of the classic things that happen with the business is you get into a finger pointing match, you know. You put up a new website, you're not happy with the leads coming off this website. You turn to the website guy and you say, oh, the website's great. The traffic generators, the SEO folks, the advertisers, direct mail, whatever, they're not bringing qualified traffic. You turn to those folks, you know, those different narrow silos, and they all say, oh, we're bringing great leads. The website's bad, the navigation's bad. With Sales Renewal, since we're responsible end-to-end of delivering leads or sales, depending on your business, we can't finger point. We just got to solve the problem. But the second thing that's unique about Sales Renewal, the business model, the shared risk and reward, and that's really because outsourcing marketing and sales is not like outsourcing HR IT. It's the lifeblood of your business. It's a very scary thing for a business owner. How can I trust these guys and so on? So what we do is we have a shared reward and we earn commissions on the revenue we generate, okay? And that's pay for performance, and in that sense, we kind of act like a sales
So you take a base plus a performance bonus.
Correct, tied to the revenue. And that's pretty unusual, okay? But we actually go a step further. We share the risk too. So whatever we're earning on the sales side in a commission, whatever that percentage, we contribute for the big ticket marketing expenses like advertising or direct mail, the things that typically drive a marketing budget. So I'll give you an example. You know, every industry's got different margins and we have to coexist within that. But to pick an easy number, let's say we're earning a 10% commission on sales, and I propose to a business owner $1,000 a month, let's say online ad campaign or yellow page ad campaign or what have you. We actually would pay 10% or $100, and the business owner pays $900. And what we're really trying to do here is align our economic interests. The business owner is motivating us to grow their sales by giving us the commission, okay? But the fact that we're kicking in on the big expenses is motivating us to do it cost effectively. It's really important, Jeffrey, because for most of our clients, we are their marketing department.
You're putting a little skin in the game.
We're putting in quite a bit. And literally, you know, the economic alignment really works. If we don't see a return on the $100 that we're going to pay for the advertising, we propose a different number, right? And so it really does work to align the interests.
Who's the we?
In Sales Renewal, you mean?
Right.
Well, let's see. Sales Renewal is about 5 years old. And this is my fourth startup. The others were all technology companies, originally Windows software, then web-based software. And when we sold the previous one about 5 years ago, we did a lot of what I at the time called guerrilla marketing, low-cost marketing things. That was a company that I had personally bankrolled with no venture capital. And so we were always looking to do things very efficiently. So when we sold that company, we thought, that was fun. Let's work on that. Let's work on low-cost marketing. This is also the depth of that economy, 08, 09. And, not a great time to start a business. So we really needed a different kind of model, especially since it was a marketing services company, and that's really where the shared risk reward comes in.
So how many are you in the company today?
Well, there are 6 folks in Sales Renewal. The team, though, is much, much larger because, again, it's a general contractor model. And by the way, we're taking that model from construction, right? If you're going to build a home, you don't individually hire the plumber, the electrician, the carpenter, right? You hire a general contractor.
The GC.
Exactly, right. Exactly. They turn around and hire the subs. They're your single point of contact, okay? They're a responsible party. You don't have to referee when the plumber and the carpenter get into a fight.
So you supervise the work, and you're the clearinghouse for the work.
Correct. We are overall responsible end to end.
Right.
Exactly.
So the contractor, the deal is signed with you, and you hold responsibility for the deal.
Correct.
And
correct.
And you sub out, look for the right people to do the work, but you manage them.
Right, right. And there's also a level of transparency. We don't pretend to do all the work. We do it, outsource. Most marketing agencies do the same thing. They just don't tell you. They get white label services.
Well, do you? What was I going to say? Do your people work on site for the company, or do they work, remotely for the most part?
For the most part, it's remotely, but all things are possible. All things are possible. Whatever makes sense for that company. I mean, one of the advantages of the Sales Renewal model. I mean, if you're a very large company, you can afford to have all that expertise, all those different silos in-house. You can have the copywriter and the ad person. You can pay them all as employees. Companies below that tier can't. I mean, most companies have no people in marketing. They're mainly salespeople, or maybe there's one person.
Or a pretender.
Right. But it's really impossible for one person to have all this disparate skills that today's marketing requires. And that's really the notion with the Sales Renewal team is you're getting a dedicated team with aligned economic interests who are really focusing on your business as if it was their own.
Right. Interesting. So how do you find your people? And are there industries that you specialize in more than others?
We actually don't specialize in industry. That's one of
industry
the hallmarks.
agnostic.
Right. As a matter of fact, all of our deals are exclusive, and this gets to the joint venture part. Okay. So our very first client was a Concord flower shop in Concord, Massachusetts, and we sort of outgrown that size client, but we're still interested in servicing them. And Helen Halloran, the owner of the Concord Flower Shop, services 15 towns around Concord, and we will not sign another florist in that area because if we were, we'd be competing with themselves.
Right.
I mean, we take the aligned economic interest quite seriously, right? So all of our deals are exclusive. The other thing, Jeffrey, is that we're not a one-shot company. We don't come in to do a project and go away. It's a one-year contract. The outsourcing part of the story, right? And so we invest the time and expertise to come up to speed. In the joint venture sense, what our clients bring to the table is their expertise. I mean, they know their industry, they know their competitors, their business, and so on. And that's what they bring to the table. What we bring to the table is the expertise in sales, marketing, and technology. Half the company is technologists, okay? And it's really the union or the combination of those two things. A quick story. Almost all of our clients, when we talk about what's your competitive advantage, almost all of them will say, well, we're the quality vendor, And the problem with that is, even if that's true, it's a completely unbelievable claim because no prospect has ever heard somebody say, oh, we're the schlocky vendor, pick us, right? So everybody says they're quality. So one of our clients, Metro Sign and Awning, they're a quality vendor, right? So we have this 3-step process, and in this first step, we work with them on this.
I only had one client that told me they were the schlocky vendor.
You did?
It was a minority-owned business.
Okay.
They did it on purpose. They knew they had to be in the contracts.
Oh, I see. Okay. So we work with them, and we turn that unbelievable quality claim into a warranty. So in the sign industry, you get a 1-year warranty. Everybody gets a 3-year warranty, triple the industry average. Now, of course, it's the quality is the reason why they can afford to do that. They have very low defect rates and so on, okay? But unlike an unbelievable quality claim, a warranty claim is actually a legal contractual thing, right? So it's a rock-solid kind of claim, and that's the way we differentiate that client.
Did you develop the concept for the business all by yourself, or have you seen this being done elsewhere?
No, definitely have not seen anybody else do this elsewhere. I mean, there are elements of it. Sales commission, that's a tried and true form. Or though for a marketing agency, that's a little unusual. The breadth of the model, the kicking in on the expense side, that's all quite unique that we developed in-house in Sales Renewal.
Interesting. And how do you get most of your clients today?
Not surprisingly, a lot of our own marketing efforts
Right.
is a big piece of that. We have this 3-step process, which I think might
Absolutely,
make sense.
I'm ready.
Okay. The metaphor we use for this is a sales machine. So a sales machine are the strategies, the sales and marketing programs, and the technologies your specific business needs to grow. So given that notion of a sales machine, 3 steps, the first one is a blueprint, where this is a very collaborative exercise with the client over a series of 5 or so meetings, plus a lot of offline work, competitive review, and so on. We together come up with what the best sales machine is. And it's also strategies. Often we will end up tweaking or sometimes completely changing a company's strategy to reach their goals. It's very attuned. If a business is trying to double their sales in 1 year versus increase 10%, obviously different kind of marketing requirements there. At the end of that blueprint, we've defined the sales machine and we make a proposal of the next 2 steps. There's no obligation to continue, okay? Everybody always wants to know how much is it all going to cost. And I jokingly say, tell me exactly what you need. I can tell you exactly what it's going to cost, right? The blueprint is designed to figure that out together, right? So the next 2 steps are the build stage where, okay, the first step, we designed it. The second step, we go build it. So often, but not always, it's a new website, maybe it's new messaging, new branding. It could be specific kind of direct mail programs. Again, whatever we together decided you folks need. And then the third and final step is what we call the sales services. That's where we design the machine, we built the machine, then we run the machine for them each month, so to turn that crank and generate the leads and the sales. I should say that one of the other benefits for the client, besides the increase in sales, is freeing up their time. Because what the web has done to marketing in general over the last couple of decades is it's made it much more technical and much more time consuming.
So, I'm not trying to make it an issue, but if I was a client, I had a small, let's say $2-3 million business, and you took over my sales and marketing, you're not going to build me my own marketing department. When you're gone, I could lose a lot of the equity that I've built in you, correct?
Well, hopefully you renew the contract.
Right.
That's our goal in life. We understand that at a certain point, our clients could outgrow our services, and we can help in terms of placing people in-house and so on.
Right. So, okay, that's interesting. So, do you feel do you feel that the field of sales and marketing has changed a lot in the last 5 years?
Oh, absolutely. Well, as I was just saying, I think it's become much more technical and it's become much more time consuming, right? So you're expected to sit there on Facebook and type away now if you're a business owner.
Use a lot of technology?
A lot of technology because it's our money. So we're really motivated by ROI.
Do you have favorites?
We spend a lot of money for a small company on our own analytics system as an example. Okay, the sort of the industry standard is Google Analytics, which is great, it's free. But Google's not into this for the goodness of mankind. They're in to make money. So Google Analytics only tracks things that Google, the web company, cares about. So they don't do anything for direct mail. They don't do anything for billboard advertising, things like that. Right? But our clients can do the whole gamut, and so we have our analytics system to track that.
Very interesting. We've been speaking with Keith Loris from Sales Renewal Corporation. Keith, if somebody wants to understand your services better, how would they contact you?
They can go to our website, salesrenewal.com, or they can give us a call at 508-529-4300.
Great. Thanks for being on the show today.
Thank you very much.
Again, my name is Jeffrey Davis. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back on Radio Entrepreneurs.
How'd that go?